everybody, it's Corey at the Reset Girl, and it is day 7 in this book, and I am actually behind. I'm like 5 days behind, really. It's actually April 12th right now, full disclosure, so I am behind. But I thought this would be a great opportunity to kind of talk about, like, what kinds of things can you do when you're behind? How could you solve this problem quickly and efficiently and get caught up when you're, obviously we don't have all day to work on these lists, even though we might want to. So I was going to kind of try and see how quickly I could actually put together multiple lists at once. So one of the first things that I did was I grabbed my list prompts, which are pre-printed, and I went ahead and I typed up all my answers, because that right there, I type much faster than I write. So I thought that could be helpful to some people, and just answering questions quickly, cutting it out and putting it down on the paper, and space-wise that would actually take up enough space. So I thought that could be a solution for some of us. So that's what I've done. I have a limited amount of time before it's time for bed. It's getting kind of late as it is. So I have number 7, which is what I hope to accomplish in the next 10 years for this prompt. And one of the things that I have been loving is the idea of using vintage dictionary pages in my work. This is actually a dictionary my father bought me when I was in college the first time in 1995. It's already 20 years old. It's hard to imagine. So I called him first and I asked him if he would give me his blessing in actually cutting up the book, because I don't know, I felt so bad about doing it. I'm so attached to things sometimes that I just couldn't pull the trigger. So I actually did call him and ask if he was okay with that. He laughed and said, of course you can. But this way, something he gave me, because I actually did ask for a dictionary that year, and he got it for me for Christmas, and it is huge. It is this big honking dictionary. One of the things my father always did when I was growing up was say, look it up every time I asked how to spell a word. And that became this kind of like lifelong habit, and it made me actually a really good speller, because I was always kind of opening the dictionary and looking through it. So I just thought this would be great to start incorporating into my journal work. I absolutely love seeing mixed media pages that incorporate that. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to kind of kick off my project list tonight. And I just saw this one says adolescence. I'm going to tear this one out actually, because this would be great for my the great things about being a kid list. I'm going to set that one aside. So I am looking for a great page, and honestly it doesn't matter a whole lot. In fact, a lot of these words I don't even know what they mean. So it could be anything, and probably would be funny if it was something really strange. I don't know how many of us have ever really spent time in a encyclopedic dictionary. They're crazy. I've lived quite a long time, and I have not seen some of these words ever or heard any of them. So I think it's kind of funny. I have never heard of this word either, but I'm going to go ahead and pick something just to get started. So what my plan is I was going to go ahead and lay this down as the back of my my foundation for my page. And then I have these adorable little library card pockets. And this was actually one of the very first things that Mr. Crafty ever made me by request on the silhouette. And I have all these like cool papers I gave him to work with. And he made this cute little template, and then he cut them out. And I didn't use a very good adhesive at the time, so I'm going to rectify that. But basically, you just kind of fold them down and glue them down. So I thought they were so cute. And I have a pack of library cards as well. And in addition to that, I have these plain ordinary book jackets too. Or I'm sorry, little card pockets too. So I had a couple of these. And I kind of ran across this bin of of craft decorating product. Like I have doilies in here and stuff. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to put that on my table and start using it and actually use it till it's gone. What a novel idea. Let's not have a cabinet full of stuff I never use. So that's my goal, is I'm going to actually start using my stuff. Oh, you guys. Oh, I thought cutting regular paper was awesome. Cutting this kind of old paper, oh, it's delightful. Delightful. Can you hear that? I wonder if there's like a descriptor word that describes people who like love paper. Like people who love books are called bibliophiles. I wonder what the word is for people who love paper. I'm sure there's a word for it. So I'm just gonna try and trim this up. So what I'm thinking, and I'm literally trying this out on camera, so I have no idea if this is gonna work or not. And I'm gonna try and corner around this again. Oop, just the edges, the corners. I have no idea if it'll let me. The paper's pretty thin. Yeah, it doesn't want to. Ooh, but what if I put it on this paper and did it? Ooh, that worked. I gave it a strong backing and then it cut it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down with my trusty glue stick. I took some time this afternoon and cleaned up this mess of a table. You guys would have been so disappointed in me had you seen it. It was atrocious. And it wasn't like it wasn't even close to being like, oh, that's such a crafty space. You could tell that you're so it was a hot mess. It was shameful. Shameful. So now it's beautiful and inviting. So now I'm like, oh, I want to craft over here. Okay, so there's my paper laid down. And then, which one do I want to kick this off with? This is actually my favorite paper. It's actually double-sided. I wish I could remember who's the one who invented this paper. Invented it. Designed it. I can't remember which collection it came from. So I'm going to actually tape these little sides down because I don't really have time to have the glue dry on them. And I'm going to glue them down. The more I've been working with the vintage materials that I've always loved, the more I'm enjoying crafting. I'm beginning to feel like once you find a muse, something that really just excites you, the materials that you work with, I think that it kind of helps grow your creativity because you have something that you're really excited about working with. And everybody's different. Everyone has different materials that they enjoy, things that they like. I am just really loving all of these kind of vintage types materials. Like, you know, this reminds me of like secretarial, the vintage secretary kind of look. Here's my little house shape to make a shape up there because I feel like that just gets kind of lost. So I need something that's going to stand out this time. So maybe I'll do a little flag. That's cute. Ooh. Ooh, that's right. That's actually going to get chopped off, isn't it? It won't even get shown. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Unless I put the number over here or right there. I guess it doesn't really matter. I kind of started that habit of putting my numbers in the corner, but I technically don't really, it's not like it's a rule of mine or something. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird there. It wants to be in the corner. I just feel bad that I'm covering up my word, but I guess that's not a big deal. I should probably stop obsessing about it. I'm not sure though. I like that too. No, that's a little bit too much. And then I got that going. That could be cute. And as a matter of fact, now that I just thought about it, hang on. I'm trying to grab something here at the same time I'm talking. Let me see here. See, these could actually be really cute on this paper, like that. Okay, so I'm going to grab my little stapler and staple this down. Okay, and my stamps. Still using my favorite stamp set. Today's oh, this is the 7th. Okay, that would be just like me to do that. I notice I'm a lot more scatterbrained when it comes to being on camera. I'm so focused on what I'm saying sometimes that I kind of forget what I'm actually doing. Okay, there's number 7. Let me get these out of the way. And I actually wrote out my list on a library card, the author, Coria Threesegro, what I hope to accomplish. And then here's my list, 10 things that I actually could fit on the card, which I thought was adorable. And then it would fit right in here. How cool is that, right? So I'm basically done. The only thing that I wanted to do is add a little graphic on here because I thought that would be super cute. So I'm going to grab one of my images that I have been loving lately, because it just needs to have a sassy girl there, doesn't it? It just does. And I have the same sassy girls over and over again because I scan them in my book so that I could resize them a little smaller to what I needed. So just give me 1 second, please. Okay, so I'm gonna, where's my scissors? There they are. Okay. So what I am thinking of doing is kind of doing this where I evenly cut them off at the bottom so they'll line up with the bottom of the pocket. And as you can see, this went really fast. I think it's completely adorable. I love it. And you know what? I've decided that it is a good thing to be in love with your own work. To look at something and go, I made that. I am excited by it. I love it. I was kind of like, am I being too, I don't know, vain? But no, I think that the bottom line is that it's a good thing to be proud of what you do. I mean, that's what makes you want to keep doing it. Like, you like seeing what you come up with. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I'm going to add a couple extra little words that I couldn't fit on here because being a traveler was something that I would love to say I've done in 10 years, is that I've, you know, that I've gotten out and seen more. And I have our artist up here. Okay, I'm just putting a few on here. Okay, so if this card goes in the pocket, then anything I put behind it isn't going to show. So that's something to consider. I'm going to put that there so it's kind of sticking off the thing. And I am, let's see, is there room for this up here? Here, you know what I'm going to put up here? I'm not going to put that one. I'm going to put this one. which is dreams. Because those are my dreams. Those are things that I truly hope happen. So this is, the only thing that's going to be weird about this is like just photographing it because it's kind of funny. But look, I'm done. Done and done. How fun is that, right? So let's see here. See, I always say that, and I always trick you guys, and I say, oh, I'm done here. But then I go, was it all that it could be? Did I really? I'm looking, aha, they're behind me. Sorry about that. Okay, so, you know, I kind of like it. It's short and simple, but on the other hand, oh, see, it's the same thing that happened to me when I did my inkwell. This little guy, it's perfect for everything. This is a little collection from Chic Tags. They're really adorable. I need to get some more. Okay, so I'm going to put this one on here. And I feel like I need something up here. And it doesn't even have to be like something big or... How cute is that? I just found this little feather. Here, I don't want to hurt my feather, but I want to see if there's room for it more on the side. You know what this is cool? This feather reminds me of Forrest Gump. And how that little feather just sort of kind of, I don't know, it kind of represented, you know, that little, I don't know, that little place in his life that he was. That little, I don't know, I like that. I like the feather being in there. This is a feather from the Planner Society's new April kit, the planner subscription kit that she has. So I think I'm leaving that in there. That is going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to list number 8. I'm going to like house these two lists together. And number 8 is, oh, it's favorite washi tape samples. So this one will be easy. I was incredibly impressed with the level of creativity I saw for this particular prompt. I could not believe some of the things that I saw. If you were not in the Facebook group for Listers Got a List, I beg you to go join, because some of the girls that posted stuff don't have Instagram accounts, so you won't see them on Instagram. There were girls that were doodling pictures, and then there was like washi samples all throughout their work. One of them made a bar chart with it. It was pretty awesome. It blew me away. Sometimes I just love the whole, like, let's just layer everything. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, this little thing always reminds me of a house. I'm trying to decide if I should do, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the paper on there again. Because it's still, even though it's on there, I feel like it's still kind of its own thing. It's not competing with the designs or anything. So I'm just going to, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put them on both. I might put them on all of them. They're just too darn cute. I just have such a hard time cutting up books. It goes against everything I've ever been taught. And if you're a book reader, a book lover, you know exactly what I mean. It's like books are sacred. When I was a kid, my mom always got on me about laying a book down, you know, face down like that. She'd always say, don't do that, you're going to hurt the spine. But I did anyway. I did. I think a lot of us do. It's kind of, it's one of those weird things where sometimes some habits are break. So cutting up a book, oh, just felt so wrong. But yet I'm going to get so much enjoyment out of it. Okay, so I just discovered this really great little trick. Basically, if you back this really thin, it's really thin and feathery paper with strong, more like a scrapbook paper or stiffer paper, and use that to back, you can actually go ahead and corner round your stuff, which I like. Okay, so let's get this one down. So here's some tricks. Putting down lots of design, like a good foundation. It doesn't have to be this. It could be scrapbook paper. It could be anything really, but just doing it in one fell swoop. Putting an extra bit of color and fun stuff on your, let me go ahead and put that on there. And probably going to use one of these because I don't really see any other. I'll put that one down. I'll put that one down. These are my favorite circles in the group. Okay. All right. I really loved this prompt. I deliberately tried to throw a couple things in there that would be kind of easier for people to do. Things that would allow you to do something creative in a fun way other than just like making a list. In general, I haven't seen a planner girl who doesn't love washi, but I'm sure that girl exists somewhere. But I thought it would be really fun to have something that gave, maybe it was a little bit more playful, gave you some other options, maybe. So the trick here is finding something that's going to give me a background for this. And let me see here. Maybe I put it at the bottom. I don't do that very often. Everything is always at the top. Oh, of course, this one says attach samples below. But with the magic of scissors, I can make it say anything I want. Okay. Done and done. Okay, so I attached that. This piece of paper has a little bit of pattern on it, so I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to snip this out. And I'm going to, you know what, I was going to corner around that, but I don't think I'm going to now. I think I'm going to just let it roll. I'm just going to work quick and just go on instinct. Crafter's instinct. Just move quick. I'm going to pretend like I'm doing this on a timer. Okay. Ooh, I just got a bunch of glue under my fingernail. Okay, so my crafty supplies. Here's my washi. Okay, so here are my favorite washis that I am reaching for every day. I use lots and lots. These are my go-tos. Okay, so I would say right here, this right here is my favorite washi of all time. Laura Funk, who is the creative director now at Webster's Pages, she reached out to me via a very sweet email, and she told me that she happened to be the one who designed this, that she had a company once upon a time called Glitz Design, and that she made this. And I thought that was so cool because I'm in love with this pattern. Okay, so that's number one. And then this guy right here, love this. I am not going to get any points for creativity in my design on this one. I'm just going for the straight, get it on the paper. And just because you're moving fast and like making quick decisions and just doing it quickly doesn't mean that it's any less fun or less enjoyable. I mean, sometimes that if that's what all you can do, just do that. It doesn't have to be this big production every time. I know for some of you, the process is so enjoyable, and I get that. I do, because it's like that a lot of the times for me. But if you have a very busy life and children and a job and, you know, just a lot of demands on your time, do what you can, girl. If you gotta hustle, you gotta hustle. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we're in different seasons in life, and sometimes the season you're in is just a very busy one. That right there is one of my favorite washies of all time. I just think it's so cute. I've been asked a bazillion times about that washi. This is a washi that I just got in the Planner Society kit. And it was love at first sight. I think it is so adorable. And it's such a great little highlight for the colors that I love so much. So I'm adding that boy right there. So what else we got going here that I would say? Ooh, this one. Basically anything on this ring, without a doubt, is one of my favorites. Because I just reach for it every day. I love this little pink guy. This is an MT tape. Look how cute that looks right with that one. Oh, you know that's going in a layout. I'm marking that one into my inkwell. Okay, and I'm going to get some of my triangle washies in there because I love them. So, and I deliberately got this type of washi because I thought it would look so splendid in my inkwell, because the inkwell has a lot of geometric pattern to it and those really cool kind of softer muted colors. So when I saw this washi, and I kind of have a lot of like go-to washi sources on Etsy that are my faves. I can't remember where I got this one off the top of my head, but I know the easiest answer of all is I got it on Etsy. And I used to have a much larger washi collection, but I have downsized a whole lot. I got rid of a lot of washi that was just kind of hanging out. It didn't have any purpose. I never used it, and I wasn't going to use it, and that was the bottom line. I want to have stuff that I love using. So I'm going to grab this guy. And this one. Ooh, I love this one too. Love polka dots. This little black stripey guy is really cute too. He reminds me of this whole little roll. It reminds me of the scene in Beetlejuice where he's his arms roll out like party favors. And every time I see this, I think of that scene every single time. There we go. Okay, I got him. I got him good. Some of this washi is just kind of here. I'm going to see if I can make it be more stand out. I'm going to put it on up there. It's kind of crooked. Love me some Heidi Swapp. That girl makes some really cute designs. She has a really fun style. I really appreciate her. Okay. Some washi, it's like when you clip a little, like a snippet of it, it just doesn't tell the whole story. Like this washi is amazing. It's made by October Afternoon, and if you undo the whole thing, it's like this beautiful, like a soft sorbet kind of sherbety kind of colors, and that just doesn't do it. That doesn't tell the whole story. It's kind of a wah-wah. Okay, do I have everybody represented? I kind of think he should be on there because he is a pretty cool washi. Huh. Is that what I feel? Is that what I think? Is everybody on there? I got my polka dots. Ooh, you know what I don't have though? I don't have just the regular straight up polka dots. I didn't get them on there. I use these guys all the time. It's like the House of Washi. Okay. So, excuse me. There we go. That is number 8. Number 8. Number 8. And I'm going to stick on a word sticker. Let's see if there's anything on here that says anything relating to being favorite or Well, this is fun. You guys are sitting there watching me read through this list as fast as possible. Okay. All right. I'm taking the word create. I'm putting it up here on my tab. Love. Come on, stickers. Treasure. Creating. Oops. Beautiful. That's kind of fun, right? Punctuating them. Any chance I can add a sticker, I'm adding a sticker. That's just how it is. I just can't get enough of these little word stickers. And something wants to be up there. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be something. Okay, so let me see if maybe a different color. Alright, so there we go. And I need a sticker down here. Where are my stickers? Okay. There. Okay, now we're done. There are 7 and 8. Favorite washi tape and what I hope to accomplish. That was really fun, and look how fast that was. Well, it was probably about, I would say, like 15 minutes for each page. So I wonder if I could like cut that time down. Plus I was kind of goofing off a little bit, you know, looking at finding stuff. So if I had, I don't know if how much more you can prepare ahead of time, really. But I think I'm good with that, 15 minutes on average per page. And I am really super happy with how it turned out, honestly. That's actually some of my favorite work I've done, without a doubt. Yep. I love the way that looks. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me for lists 7 and 8. I'm going to keep on moving to do lists 9 and 10. But we're going to end this video here, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, I just appreciate you guys to bits. I'm so glad that we're having fun together doing this. This is definitely the highlight of my day, is seeing all those little list posts on Instagram, and when I can get into the Facebook group, checking those out too. It's awesome, and I just appreciate how enthusiastic you guys all are. It's the best part of my day is getting to see that. So thank you all for watching and all your beautiful comments. I just love you guys to bits. Bye, everybody.